Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Um, Last time, uh, turns out the episode wasn't as unproductive as I thought it was. Because we defeated the Demon Princes, we made it through quite a big chunk of this second area of the Ring City DLC. And now we'll be continuing through here where we'll hopefully find another bonfire. Now, you may notice my soul count is lower than it was in the last episode. This is because I've actually already recorded this a few times getting through this area and dying several times, probably like 20 plus times, just trying to get through this area because, in all honesty, the enemies in this area are complete horseshit. Uh, the tiny little gremlin trash mobs take like half my health with a single hit, and it's just, yeah, it's not fun. So I think I'm actually going to replace one of my rings here with the Ring of Steel Protection plus 3, just temporarily, so that I can mitigate some of the insane amount of damage that the enemies are doing in this area. I will say, I still believe that the enemies in the Ashes of Ariandel DLC are far more bullshit than this. But that's not to say that there aren't. That's not to say that there isn't any bullshit in this DLC, because it's definitely, both DLCs have a little bit of bullshit here and there. And unfortunately, yeah, I still think this DLC is far superior, though. I'm still, like, a man of my word on that, you know. I still stand by what I say on that. But coming out here, anyway, since you guys didn't see it the first time, there's a bunch of tough enemies out here, and these little gremlin guys. They will ambush you as soon as you come up on this bridge. And those big guys down there will try to attack you as well. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Now what you want to do is fall off that bridge and plunging attack them as they walk up the stairs, because you can get an insta-kill on them if you do that. Or if you do it properly, anyway. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that, so now we gotta fight these guys the old-fashioned way. Yeah. And these guys take about 3/4 of our health, if not 90% of our health with one swing, so obviously I don't want to be anywhere near them while I'm fighting them. Oh god. Okay. Even with the Ring of Steel Protection plus 3, that took more than half my health. And he barely nicked me with the blade. So, yeah, I'm not too fond of this area because there's a lot of these big guys here that you have to fight. And the game pretty much forces you to fight all of these big guys at the same time. Like, they don't give you an opportunity to fight one at a time unless you drag them into side rooms like that. So, I'm not too fond of this area in the DLC, but I do still think it's a good DLC, because there's plenty more for us to do and explore here. Now, we can insta-kill this guy, at least, since we can get right above him. But we're going to have to kill this guy, because he'll inflict curse on us. Here you can get some more Titanite chunks as well. Those guys actually drop Titanite chunks fairly often when you fight them. So it can be a good farming method, I suppose. But yeah, coming over here, you will need to be in Embered form, but you will get invaded by another NPC invader when you come into this little area over here. And she's not too difficult, but I recommend you fight her because she will drop a useful item for you. Oh my god. The fire spray on that shield took all of my stamina. How even? Alright. I'm just gonna go in Embered form now. I think I'll just cheese him, actually. When in doubt, just cheese. Oh no. If I hadn't dodged at the right moment there, that combo attack would have killed me. So I'm really glad I managed to dodge that. Now, coming up here is when you will be invaded. I don't actually remember the name of the NPC that invades you, but I know that she's not too difficult. Yeah, there you go. Seeker of the Spurn. So I guess it's Alva from the main game. The NPC that invades you before Irithyll Dungeon. He has the same weapon and the same crossbow, so I'm pretty sure it is the same person. But yeah, just like the first time you fought him, he's not too difficult. I think, oh my god. I think that, he can heal himself with Estus, but thankfully he didn't do that to us, so we're fine. Now when you defeat him, you'll get the Wolf Ring +3. You can find the regular Wolf Ring in the main game. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find it, though, in our main playthrough. But this is the ring that will massively increase your poise stat. Now, poise does not really work in this game as well as it did in Demon Souls. Well, not Demon Souls, but Dark Souls 1 and games like that. It's sort of a useless stat in this game. If I do end up doing a Dark Souls 1 playthrough, you'll actually see what poise is supposed to look like. Because in this game, they sort of replace poise with hyper armor, and hyper armor is only really given to you depending on the kind of weapon you're wielding, which makes no sense. Like, poise and your ability not to be staggered when you are hit should not be determined by the weapon you are using, but by the armor you are wearing. That is how poise is supposed to work. But From Software doesn't realize that, and so they add a poise ring into the game and it does nothing. Because you could get the same amount of poise from that ring as you would get from just equipping a heavy weapon. But anyway, when you come over to this door, you can talk to another NPC. So let's talk to her now.
Speak thee the name of God, thine own God, if thou canst recall. Ah, then thou'st not forgotten. Perhaps 'tis why we may converse. I am known as Shira, servant to the Princess Filianor, matriarch of the Church. They who are ken to God's name are surely ken to the terrors of the dark. Please, I bid thee take not from the princess her peace or rest. As the fire waneth, does she lie by the dark, all for the sake of man. Thou'st a kind heart to speak to a captive such as I. It is no surprise thou rememberest our God. May I ask thee a kindness? Perhaps thou'st beheld the lone dragon that inhabited this city. Medir is his name, and the arch-dragons are his forebears. He once railed against the dark, but was by dark afflicted. Now here, returned, he remaineth, to watch over the sleeping princess, true to the old accord. And yet, I would have thee put the dragon to rest, before the dark consumeth him, and his vows are forgot. I offer my sincerest gratitude, thou who art ken to God's name. Please, take this. I have asked a thing most terrible of thee. May this token of thanks be of aid.
Yeah, so that was a servant of Filianor, Shira. She pretty much just dumped a ton of exposition on us. Basically, she asks you to find a dragon by the name of Medir and lay him to rest, since long ago he battled the Abyss, and just like so many other people before him, he succumbed to the darkness of the Abyss. And so she pretty much wants you to find him and lay him to rest. And in accepting her quest, she will give you a sacred chime. I don't know exactly if it is a good chime or not, but I do know that it could be useful if you are, I guess, playing a miracle build or something. Now, that other armor set we found, that Black Witch's outfit, is an outfit that resembles Zully the Witch, which, if I remember correctly, is an NPC in Dark Souls 2 that sells dark sorceries. And you can find her armor set in this DLC. So that's pretty neat too. I was also glad I was able to time that plunging attack right, because I was worried I would take a lot of fall damage if I missed. Now, if you go down there, you will be ambushed by more... Oh, shit. I think, yeah, there are 2 more big knights down there that will come up these stairs and try to ambush you. So I don't recommend you go that way. Instead, what I recommend you do is come through this hallway right here, this side path. Now, when you come in here, you will be ambushed by more of these guys, and they will inflict curse buildup on you. So just be very careful of that. Because obviously you will be insta-killed if that builds up too much. I think I'm going to wear my curse bite ring just to offset it a little bit. Because I don't want to die. But yeah, this is the safer way to go if you don't want to have to fight all those big guys out there. Because coming through here is pretty much like another way of getting around them without having to fight them. So we'll be doing that in just a sec here, once our curse buildup goes down a bit more. Because there are a lot of these enemies in here that will inflict that curse buildup. And obviously the effect of that curse buildup will stack if you're surrounded by too many of them. So just be careful about that and you should be fine. Oh, fuck. That wasn't a one-hit kill. Are you serious? It's okay, he's dead. Alright, I think, yeah, there's another ring knight out here, so we're gonna have to take care of him. I knew it. Wait, where is he? As you step out here, you're supposed to be ambushed by more of these little guys that, like, drop down from this ledge up here, I think. Yeah, there's one right there. He's hanging off the side. Can I even hit him? Oh, I can. Nice. There we go. And now I'll try to kill this guy. He does, of course, have a weapon art that gives him infinite poise, though. So I'm going to have to be very careful about fighting him. Oh, no. I think I'm just going to grab the item and run. Oh, my God. Yeah, just so I don't have to deal with all these fucking enemies. There's another NPC you can talk to at the other end of the bridge there, but I'm not even going to bother with that, because I don't want to die. So yeah, I'll just skip past his dialogue. If you guys want to listen to it, you can. But I don't want to die. I would like to get to the next bonfire, which is actually very close. So, I think I'm just going to bum rush to it. Yeah, after you get past all those big guys, you just want to run through this little swamp with these itty-bitty little creatures here. Come on over to this staircase that's being guarded by one of the bigger guys. Wow, they are highly resistant to magic damage. Okay. Oh, they speak when they attack you, too. I didn't know that. And then, yeah, right through this doorway, another bonfire for you. So at least we were able to get that. Because I can't imagine how much more painful this area would have been if I had to keep backtracking through here, or, God forbid, scrap this recording and have to re-record the whole area again because I just kept dying over and over. But I'm glad it did not come to that. So now we have this whole giant swampy area to explore, and there's a ton of fucking shit for us to do in this swampy area. So I think we're going to start with this little nook over here that I dropped down in. When you come over here, you'll be ambushed by another bunch of these hermit enemies. They'll spin towards you with some weird light disc attack, like a Beyblade or some shit. But you can avoid them pretty easily just by climbing up this ladder and get away from them pretty easily. And then you can get back up to this bug man and actually talk to him again if need be.
One poor girl slew her own kin, but even so was embraced, enveloped by the abyss. 'Twas a comfort that neither moon nor sunless sky afforded her before. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
Yeah, so he'll give you a little background on the characters and NPCs that reside within this area. He's sort of meant to be like the guy that... I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest. I'm not as knowledgeable about the story of this area as I am about the story of the main game. But I do know that he gives you a little bit of exposition on, like, characters' backgrounds and everything. Now, that's not a player. That is an NPC invader, and he will invade you when you come up into this little area here. This is one of the hardest NPC invaders in this area, because that weapon he uses will not only do a shit ton of damage to you, but it will also give him a near infinite amount of hyper armor. Meaning, fighting this guy can be very, very tricky and very, very, yeah, you just gotta be careful when you fight this guy. That's all there is to it. Yeah, that attack in particular, where he turns his giant hammer into, like, a rocky substance. Yeah, that's the weapon art, I believe, and that's the attack that pretty much cannot be interrupted by anything. So it's a pretty useful PvP weapon in that regard. And of course, once you kill him, you can actually get that weapon. I believe it is actually a pretty good strength weapon, too. Let me check. Double check, actually, if I can find it. I probably went right past it without noticing it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's very good strength scaling, actually. Wow. Not even upgraded, and it's a B scaling in strength, but that massive 60 strength requirement in order to equip this thing. I'm pretty sure you can equip it two-handed at a lower strength level, but it's still, like, really high, nevertheless. And then, of course, that weapon art pretty much allows it to do what he was doing to us in that fight and just fucking slam into you. Do a shit ton of damage to you, and you can't really interrupt the attack or avoid it. Like, if the first hit hits you, it will stagger you, and then the second hit will be unavoidable because it staggered you. So yeah, that NPC invader, pretty tough. Thankfully we didn't get, like, stuck on him for too long, though, because that would have been a little bit annoying. Now, you can drop down on these rocky cliff faces here, right outside that room he was in. And I do recommend you do this, because on these rocky cliff faces is another +3 ring. The Havel's Ring +3. As you might imagine, similar to the Havel's Ring that you can get normally, that just gives you even more equip load. So, once again, if you're playing like a character with a heavy build or a heavy weapon or anything, then that ring is a must. But now we can pretty much get out of this little section of the swampy area, because there's nothing else for us to explore up there. So, yeah. These enemies are kind of tough. Well, not tough, honestly, but they can do a lot of damage to you. They can use a pretty powerful grab attack on you. And also, apparently, they are very resistant to magic damage as well. One of my favorite streamers that plays this game, by the name of Prod, calls those guys the Slapping Legion. And the reason for that is because they have a moveset that basically, like, they jump in the air and fucking backhand you as they come down. And it's super, like, it's a super silly and badass animation at the same time. And that's why he calls them the Slapping Legion. I think it's a perfect name for them. But I think we're going to ignore most of them that we come across, to be honest, because they are kind of tough, and I don't really feel like dealing with too many of them. I'm gonna try to re-equip some of my pyromancy rings here, just to see if that does any good. Oh yeah, that does much better. Oh god. He got us with the grabbing attack. Yeah, they can also spit that goop at you that will slow your movement speed for a short time, so I would not recommend you fuck with these guys, like, unless... I mean, honestly, there's no point to fighting them. They don't really drop anything that useful, and yeah, they're just annoying to kill, so they're really not worth your time that much. But when we come over here, we can get some more items. Oh my god. I almost got grabbed by him again. What the fuck? What the fuck was that, man? I was literally dodging away from it, and every single one of his hits hit me. Even though I was dodge rolling the entire time, I don't think he missed a single hit with his attack. That is actually kind of ridiculous, but whatever. I'm kind of used to it at this point. I'm not even, like, mad anymore. I know what to expect from this game. So, I'm not even gonna bother getting upset over it. It is what it is. Yeah, they will drop you pale pine resin, so I guess there's that. That gives you... I believe that's the resin that you can put on your weapon that will buff it with magic damage for a short period of time. So I guess they're not completely useless, although I think you'd be better off just buying pale pine resin or finding it from a different source instead of fighting these enemies for it, because they're really annoying to kill. Unless, of course, you have an OP weapon or an OP spell like I do. Where the fuck did you come from? Oh shit. I did not mean to use that ember. That was my bad. I think I'm gonna kill this guy before I fight the rest of them. I'm not gonna let a single one of you live this time, because last time I let you live, you killed me. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, these things are gross. What? No! Oh my god, that's over 100,000 souls I just lost. And it's because I dodged away and he still hit me with his grab animation a good fucking 2 or 3 seconds after his grab animation was over. He still got me with it. Nice, From Software. Nice. Fuck you guys. That's 100k souls. I am not gonna... I'm not gonna pretend that that wasn't a big deal. That was like all the souls that I got just from getting through this fucking bullshit area. And I lost it to a janky ass grab animation. Alright, whatever. Whatever, it's fine. I mean, no sense in bitching about it when I can't get them back. I mean, if I were playing on PC, I could get it back. I could just mod the souls back in, but not on the console version, you can't. Anyway. Why am I even fighting these things, honestly? Oh my god. Why am I even fucking fighting these things? They are so stupid. They have like 3,000 health, and they have infinite poise for some reason, and all of their attacks take my whole health bar. Why am I even fighting them? I'm just gonna run past him from now on, except for this guy here, because he will actually follow me to the end of the earth if I don't. What? Oh, man. He had, like, no health left, and he survived the black fire orb. Whatever. Whatever. I don't even care. I just wanted to show off this little area over here. There's some more optional items you can get, but that would require me actually getting over here without fucking dying, for once. So, I apologize that I keep dying over and over. It's not my intention to keep dying. It's just that shit happens, you know? Oh my god, again! Again, I rolled away and it hit me. Dude, you can't just do that shit. Okay. Now these guys that are spawning the circles at my feet are gonna kill me if I don't use an ember, so I'm gonna just do that real quick. And we'll take care of them. There are a lot of these hermit enemies over here. I'd like to kill them. It'll be really hard getting through this area unless I kill them. Okay. Wait, is there another one alive? What the fuck? Oh. Are you telling me he's hitting me with that from this far away? Okay. Well, I knew they had a long range to it, but I did not know it was that long. And there's another one of these white birch trees over here, so you can get yourself some more branches. And those branches will be useful for something a little later, too. You'll see what I mean in just a moment here. Because I think what we'll do is explore what's in this little building here, and I think we'll leave the episode off after that, just so we can leave off. We can start off the next episode getting more shit done in this area. Since most of these enemies are already dead. But yeah, once you kill those hermit guys, you can come in here, get this church guardian shiv. The church guardian shiv is pretty much an infinite throwing knife that uses mana instead of, like, you know, throwing knives. So it's pretty much a throwing knife that's damage scales with, oddly enough, dexterity. I figured it would scale with, like, intelligence, since it's like a magic weapon, but yeah, it's a throwing knife that's damage scales with dexterity that is infinite as long as you have mana. So it's pretty good for PvP. I see a lot of people using it in PvP for obvious reasons. It's a pretty useful item. But anyway, guys, I think we'll leave off the episode here. Sorry for all the, you know, all the bullshit that went on in this episode, and also just me continuing to suck at this area. But sure enough, we will get through here, regardless of how many episodes it takes me, and regardless of how many times I lose all my souls. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.